Are you a business person? Are you a salary earner and are looking for some sort of investment? Join us in the different neighborhoods and you get to check out what off-plan means and also how you can be able to own an apartment at very affordable prices with Universal Affordable Housing. Hello, Universal Affordable Housing team and family. My name is Patience Ahumza and we are back again to a new year 2021. Thank you so much for keeping safe. As usual, we will be featuring our live stream, and every Tuesdays at 3 p.m. you will be sure to find us here on our Facebook live stream at Affordable Housing Uganda. And we anticipate that your support this year is going to even be more than what last year had to offer. And this year 2021 comes with new things. And the new things of our live stream is that we're going to be switching it a little bit from how last year was. We are going to be having 3 segments, and that is going to be the property of the week, of course featuring a Universal Affordable Housing property, and then we shall also be having the interview of the week. So bless yourselves. This week we're going to be bringing to you a guest from India, one of the backbones of the company of Affordable Housing Uganda, and also we shall be having property listings of the week. That way you will be getting to know where to find what kind of property, what price to expect, and what amenities to actually do expect.
A few meters from the Nalia Northern Bypass roundabout exists the magnificent Nightingale Residency. With an identical stunning exterior with a mixture of brown, white and some orange color, Nightingale Residency is with no doubt an eye-captivating project. With only 1-bedroom unit, the clients get to enjoy spacious living rooms plus good-sized bedrooms with a balcony outlooking the outside. Each unit has an independent yucca and water meter, with a spacious bedroom and toilet, plus bathroom. The project has a rooftop where clients can get to relax at any time of their convenience with options like barbecue, workouts, and among others. Clients also get to enjoy the beautiful views of the Chiwatale and Nalia surroundings.
Join us every Tuesday at 3 p.m. and every Fridays at 3 p.m. on Sanyo FM. We bring to you our various projects in the various neighborhoods at very affordable prices. Hello and welcome to Universal Affordable Housing. I know that it's been a while here, but we are back yet again. My name is Patience Ahomza, and of course you are watching us live on our Facebook live stream, and that is at Affordable Housing Uganda. If you have just joined us, thank you so much for joining us, and please do us a favor, do yourself a favor, do the country a favor, and share the link and like and comment something nice about real estate investment in the country. Well, today we are going to talk about something very unique, something very special. Usually we have visited the apartments and projects of Universal Affordable Housing, but we never really got to know how the structure comes to be. So today we are having a discussion with the architect of Universal Affordable Housing, who will tell us more about the designs, more about the sustainability of the project, and really how these designs come to be. So Gaurav, you are the person behind the Universal Multipurpose Project. Welcome to the show. I am sure it is your very first time meeting you, and also your first time meeting our very beloved clients and also our supporters out there. I'm sure you also have a small background to yourself. Tell us more about yourself.
Okay. Thank you for having me on the show. My name is Architect Gaurav Agrawal. Basically, I am from India. Aurangabad is my hometown. I've done my education from Bombay and my master's post-graduation from Oxford, UK. And I've been working in Bombay, Pune and Aurangabad for the last 15 years on various projects, be it apartments, homes, hotels and all sorts of projects we are working there.
Universal always associates itself with the very best, and the fact that you said that you went for a master's in Oxford, UK. What has been your association with Universal? How did you get introduced to Universal Affordable Housing?
The MD of Universal, Mufaddal Yolawala, he is my school friend. So we have been in school and know each other for a very, very long time. While he was working here on affordable projects, he came to us with a concept like we wanted to do a affordable housing. So we said, okay, well, we'll do it, but I wanted to understand what he exactly meant by affordable housing.
You had not heard of affordable housing as well?
No, but Universal had this idea that affordable housing is a concept wherein you can afford a house, but it need not be very compact. So it's affordable in terms of costing, but not in terms of size. So you get a very good decent size apartment. So the basic concept was hard-working middle class Ugandan should be able to afford a proper house, and it should not be very expensive that he cannot afford, but at the same time it should not be very cramped. What was happening here was like there were very small apartments at whatever price.
Affordable housing in his concept was Ugandan affording a decent affordable house,
right,
but not cramped, not small in size,
right, and at the same time it should not be very expensive, so it should be actually affordable to people. So then we started working on it. We tried certain projects or certain options, and then we come to some sort of conclusion.
How did you derive to the concept of affordable housing?
So first was the conceptualization of the housing. So basically it was the program part, what we call it. So what Universal had given us was a program to design 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom apartments, but at the same time they should not all be of the same size. For different projects we have got some variations depending on the location, maybe depending on the feedback we get from the market. So that was one part, and second part was the aesthetics of the project. So internally we didn't want the house to look very compact. So what we did was like maybe like living dining was a single space. We gave big large size windows for proper light and ventilation. We connected the terraces to the living room. Then we had open kitchen planning in a lot of projects. So and then secondly was separate balcony for master bedroom. So by doing all these things we were able to control the size of the apartments. At the same time they did not look very cramped. This is from the program and internal unit plan, what we call the unit plan of the house. And from the exterior aesthetics point of view, Universal had this idea that we don't want to do a typical sloping roof kind of structure which has been happening.
Like the way Ugandan houses are.
Yeah, so obviously like these houses are for the new younger generation.
Inspire a modern
kind of right. So they wanted to bring the modern architecture into Uganda. And so what we decided was we will not do sloping roof kind of structures. We'll do some kind of modern design, and at the same time it should be a iconic building. It should stand out in its background, but at the same time somewhere it should merge with the existing neighborhood. So we try and use colors, sometimes we use some elevation features, bring a new kind of architecture to the country. Yeah.
So usually I've seen Universal Affordable Housing has got projects all over Kampala now.
Right.
Nadia, Nigeria, a lot
Yes,
of
yes.
projects, and it is all owing to you. Something really good with these projects is the amenities. The amenities that have really attracted a lot of clients to Affordable Housing Uganda. And usually you will see that maybe in Nadia you have a swimming pool and you have a gym, and in Nigeria you have the same amenities or even more, but then you usually find that the range of prices is not as wide. How are you as an architect of these projects able to design these projects and incorporate the price so the price is not that big and that it remains in the affordable housing range?
From the start, Universal had this uh, thing that we should keep on innovating and adding to the project.
Okay.
So maybe a couple of first projects we did not have the amenities, but then we got some feedback and Universal came up with, no, now we need to give amenities in each of our new projects. So we started adding gyms, then we added swimming pool, we added lift, 24-hour lifts, then generator backup. We have been adding amenities. So when we plan a project, we like plan it beforehand, and then maybe we try to accommodate more units or something like that to keep the prices constant.
Okay.
But
doesn't that affect what the customer will want? Probably if you put a lot of units and then when that
no, but then we have the amenities to compensate, or we plan it based on the size of the plot. So we definitely don't want it to feel like cramped, but we have to give them amenities. It's like just the apartments is not enough. You need to keep on adding new amenities all the time. So like for example in this project, we didn't have enough space on the ground, so we had taken the gym and the clubhouse on the terrace.
Yeah.
So we are trying to find a solution to it rather than giving up.
Yeah.
So we try and find a solution to it.
So you're creative and innovative at the same time. So I'm sure you've had a lot of good feedback from your clients. You've had a lot of good feedback from Universal Affordable Housing as well for the work that you have been doing. As the backbone of the company who has really done so much into the design of these projects, and you've done a very awesome work from the clients and from the company as well, I am sure that there are some times where a client has needed something that you have not included in these projects.
Yeah.
You try to give everything but in a clever way.
Yeah, we try and do that.
Okay. So is there anything new that the customers should be expecting from you apart from what you already have?
Yeah, surely. We are working on certain things. We come up with new projects, you will see some new features in that.
You cannot give us a tip of what
no, just no.
what we should be expecting.
No, you will have some more amenities definitely.
All right, girl. Thank you so much, girl. That is the architect of Universal Affordable Housing. Clients, if you're out there and you want to discuss something with Gaurav, please just comment on this live stream. Just put something that you'd want to be amended or innovated by Gaurav, the architect of Universal Affordable Housing. But thank you so much for watching. We are saying bye for now. Thank you for keeping with us always and for being very good friends with Affordable Housing Uganda.
Thank you.
So we are coming to the last segment of the show, and as you're all aware, Universal Affordable Housing offers projects in the different locations. We have good projects in Nadia, you'll find projects in Nigeria, you'll find projects in Kololo, Muyenga, and also along Namgongo Chireka Road. All of these come in 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms with different prices. And all of these projects are available for sale in all of these different areas. You will also find that these projects, you can actually get your rent in all of these areas as well. For more information, you can visit our website at www.affordablehousing.ug.